Hi, and welcome back to another video of the Target Individual Program, Target Individual Experience. So, I was just looking at some videos, and I was on my phone before I was on Facebook, and I was looking at one of my Facebook friends' pictures because they had posted something that I can't agree with, and I haven't really seen this person on Facebook posting things that I really agree with. But then again, I always know when they're using one of my Facebook friends, someone on Facebook, to target me in some way. So, like I said, I was looking at some of the pictures. I put my phone down while I was looking at some videos, and I just picked my phone up because I was speaking to a friend of mine who was my ex fiance, 20 some odd years ago, right? When I was in my early 20s. Um, she had went to do something. She told me to hold on, and then she had me on the phone for, a few minutes. But I wasn't really paying attention because, again, I was uh, looking at the video, so I totally forgot until I remember. I said, "Hey, she had me in hold." So she had me in hold for at least uh, uh, a few minutes, probably like around 5 to 10 minutes, right, or in between. And so I kind of hanged up and I text her. I said, "Hey, call me back when you're not busy," because she was like, "Hold on," and she was, such and such, right? But then I talk about how they'll try to apologize to you and say sorry to you. So she said something and then she was like, "Oh, sorry, whatever, such and such," right? But this was before she had me in hold. So had me in hold for that long, I decided, let me hang up and, because obviously she's busy, what have you. So, I just text her. She can call me back, whatever. Then I was calling my son because I know he's supposed to be out of school. It's Wednesday. He gets out of school at 2:40 or something, or 2:38, something like that. Haven't heard. He didn't pick up his phone. He didn't text me either. And so I called his mom. I said, "Hey, you hear from Ethan?" She was like, "Oh, he's home today, sick." And I was like, oh, "Okay." I kept them home yesterday because they both were sick. My daughter had a high temperature. Ethan had this hollow cough. And like I said, every time she goes away and comes back, or she goes and comes back, the kids are always getting sick, right? So whoever she's around, or the people that she's around, you know, they obviously they don't really, are too concerned, about COVID because still, even though we haven't got rid of COVID, yes, more people are vaccinated, more people have developed an immunity, but you can still get COVID. You can still have a negative effect on you. You may not die from it, but you can still get what is called long-term COVID symptoms. All right. Then I went back to my phone and I said, okay, let me see what's on Facebook. I get on back to my phone and I see this image pops up, and I talk about how to use the American flag, and those are the targeted. And as you can see here, this is again akin to the Nazi use of the swastika. All right. So being live in America, being targeted in America, being experimented by the American government, being microchipped by the American government, security agencies, and law enforcement agencies, and then try to cover it up, uh, you know, uh, put into this coercive persuasion program in order to discredit me and to have me watch and control under surveillance 24/7. This is what they continue to do, and getting the people around me to participate in targeting me. If you ever look at programs like Zoom, Zoom, Pro, this is more like on steroids compared to those programs, right? And again, all to cover up the non-consensual human experimentation, labeling you as mentally ill, so they can, you know, um, get people to watch you, surveil you, uh, when when they're targeting you with these, particularly with microwave and radio frequency, in order to, send you subliminal message through silent sound technology. So again, in order to get away with that stuff, they create this. They got to create a negative propaganda campaign. Um, even before if you ever become aware of it, so that when you do speak out against it, they can try to silence you or even blackmail you or such and such, right? Again, doesn't quite work with me since I truly understand what it is that they have been doing, not just to me as TIs, but to a lot of people in America. All right. So anyhow, so yeah. So here you see an image that was on my phone when I went back to my phone to go back and check my page. Now, let me go to my Facebook. All right, and you see this is the page that I was on. I was looking at some pictures, and you can see within here, you don't see that image that I had to do a screenshot of. And there's a good thing I did a screenshot. Had I not done the screenshot, when I went back, hit the back button to go back to this page, right? That image wouldn't be there, and it's not there. You see all, like you can keep scrolling. It's not there. Okay, again, it is not there. Right. So, and anyway, and this was when I went back to hit the back button. This was the page it came up on. Right. So that image is not there. I can scroll. Let me. Okay, I don't know what this is. Okay, this is her page again. This is the Facebook friend page. Um, so again, I'm gonna scroll. I'll keep scrolling. I'll keep scrolling. No, I didn't scroll all the way down here. Okay, and you can see it's not there. Okay, so also let me go back to that image. So now here's the thing, and how they target me. So the name Kevin, again, it's a name that they've been using throughout the past 2 or 3 years of me being target, and also the name John. They still continue to use. Now they also use the name John with my brother, because I like to call TIs that I know. I have a twin brother TI also, plus the TI in California, and ask them, have they been using these names in terms of them being targeted? But the name John, my brother said, yeah, they used to use that name all the time. And then with me, like I said, it's like using the name Kevin. Not also that, but you can see it says Kevin 5232, the number 32. Talk about that in terms of the number they have conditioned you to, and what that is. That is a trigger, right? That's a trigger who they will use to create anchors, right? So they'll try to do it. For me, they used to do it with the police. They used to do it with women. They used to do it with license plates and stuff like that. The cars, in particular, with cars that has a particular color associated with that car, with the license plate number 32 in there. So again, neurolinguistic programming, or DOC NLP, for those who don't know, go look it up. And actually, a good book to read on that is Dante Lyon Jones' Mind Control Language Pattern, which talks about NLP and how the creation of phobias and a negative conditioning and attachment to thoughts, through places, through events, that they've done or will do, to try to make it seem as if you're some type of psychic or what have you. Make you think that, you can, things in the future. It's all that stuff, right? But again, that's just to discredit you. I look at the facts, and that's what I continue to look at, even though my mind may sometimes lean to those sort of beliefs, because again, they are beliefs, right? They're not facts. And then I have to pull myself back and say, no, this is what they're doing to try to discredit you, to have you speaking and talking all kind of off the wall things, to where they can discredit you and say you're a conspiracy theorist or whatever. Even though they still do that, but like I said, I always post factual things. You only never see me posting any sort of conspiracy theory, right? Even though what I'm saying, it may be considered conspiracy theory, but it's not. It's conspiracy fact, right? And again, there is such thing as conspiracy, and there is a law against these sort of things, right? There's a law against conspiracy, called conspiracy against a person's rights. Okay, so anyhow, and you see as I do my video, see you guys, if you hear in the background, all of a sudden my niece is here and she starts talking really, really loud. Again, this is what is called interference, right? So they try to do interference, and again, how they try to use people around you, in this sort of way. And as I said that, and hear the police siren in the background. Again, very, very low, to try to avoid detection, or the phone microphone from picking up their noise campaign. All right. So again, now I talk about it. So now you guys to see. Okay, three things. The American flag, again, which this image does not belong to the page that I was on. So being that I had put my phone down, they had uh, put this image. It's when I did get back to my phone, unlock it. This is the first one that I see. And like I said, it's like when I what um, made me do the screenshot. Okay, is uh, the name Midnight Sun 33. Again, because that's associated with uh, my twin brother. His number that they use, like mine is 32, his is 33. The TI from California, hers is my number backwards, 23. So as a TI, we're all given a number. And again, I talk about arcing to, um, you know, the Nazis, right? The use of the swastika, but also the number. They are also given a number, which is called, uh, uh, they had a numbers tattooed to their own, right? For us as TIs, it's microchips. The microchips has a number, right? So within my chip, there's a number 32. Within my brother's, the number 33. Within the TI from California, is a number 23, and the other TIs also they've been using numbers too. All right. So again, because I understand this, and this is why they are trying so hard to discredit me. This is why they're trying so hard to get rid of me, right? And again, because I understand these things, I've done the research. I don't fall into the false narrative that they set forth, and I continue to expose them in a way that, again, that is factual, that you can look at. You can read all the information that I put out there. It's on the government website. It's on research sites that are legitimate. Okay. And when I do post things that are, let's say, may not be associated with an academic site or government site, I always let you guys know that. Okay. So like I said, then the American flag. So now when I go back, right, when I went back to the person pictures, right, photo page, this was not on there. And then you guys see me scrolling up and down. Okay, it's not there. Right. So again, and then like I said, when I was speaking to my ex, all of a sudden, she's like saying sorry for, I'm like, nah, so I'm like, it's okay. You don't have to be sorry for that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But again, this is what they do. You guys see me, you guys, I had videos where people walk past me and be like, oh, I'm sorry, and stuff like that. They try to like apologize to you. But again, it's a script. They do this over and over again. It's not something that they do regular, but after they target you heavily, and let's say it didn't work out in their favor, then they would do something like that. But understand, they're just resting because what their plan didn't work. So they're going back to the drawing board to develop a new strategy, or to have you lower your defense mechanism so they can come back and target you, right? And again, always testing your memory and stuff like that. Okay. So yeah. Also, they have been hacking into my PayPal account and changing my PayPal settings. So usually when I buy stuff online, if I'm using PayPal, I use PayPal credit. And what they did, they went into my PayPal account and changed it to PayPal balance. Right. My PayPal balance is 0. So what they'll do is that they'll take it out of my checking account. All right. So this is what they've been doing. And again, how they sabotage you in those sort of ways, So meanwhile, they're taking money out of my checking account when they should have been, when I had set my preference of PayPal to purchase things online. You guys hear all the noise. This is silent sound. This is silent sound and how they're controlling them. Her son is actually running up and down, uh, dropping things on the floor. Now, when I was not doing this video, you didn't hear any of that. She wasn't speaking loud, and he wasn't running around doing all this stuff. But as soon as I started recording, this is what's happening. Again, this is what I call running interference, right? And then you hear all the stuff he's dropping. Then you'll hear the police. Then I hear the police sirens when I start to mention it. So I mentioned in this video, you hear the police sirens in the background. So yeah, and again, you just hear them again, very very low, so that the phone microphone, the camera microphone, or my phone microphone wouldn't pick up their sirens, right? Again, it's very, very low volume. So yeah, just wanted to put that out there again, and what is that they doing, documenting it and showing you guys exactly what it is that they do. Okay, with that being said, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.